channel. Today I'm doing this glowy, summery bronze look. So if you want to see how I did this, keep watching. So I'm going to start out with some chapstick and put it on my lips. Gotta have that lip chap, get my lips moisturized. And now I have my Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation that I'm going to apply to my neck / double chin area and try to get rid of some of the redness that I have down there. I have my Real Techniques blending sponge that I'm going to use to blend that in. Make sure it's looking good, looking snatched. Gotta have a good neck / double chin area. Okay, so after I have that all blended out, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and it has like this little metal stick in the foundation that you can use to take the foundation out and put it on your face, which is what I do. I know some people get grossed out by that, but my face is clean, so I don't have any problems with it. So I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to make sure I go over my eyes for a primer for my eyeshadow in this look. But yeah, I like to make sure I get everything blended out evenly. Take your time. Make sure you get everything. Make sure you turn your head and look at every crevice of your face. I have a pretty big face, so it takes some time to get everything blended in, but it's worth it. This is the foundation of your makeup, so you want it to look good. If you got some makeup lines or smeared foundation, it's going to ruin your whole look. It's your skin. You want your skin to look good. So take your time on your foundation and make sure it's all blended in. So I just blend in what I can and then apply a little bit more so I don't put too much on. Then blend it in that side. Make sure you get under your eyes. And make sure it's blended out well, because if it's not, it's going to make your wrinkles look worse than they already do. Unless you're 20 years old and don't have any, then good for you, girl. So I'm getting my forehead. You do like a patting motion and it pat it all over, and then I do sweep a little bit with it after I've patted it all out. Now I'm going to put some more on my neck / double chin area and make sure that I don't have any makeup lines down there. Oh, you can see my husband is in bed and that's his legs moving. So if you're wondering what kind of creature that is, that's him laying in bed being lazy AF when I was up on my day off and doing my makeup and filming a video. Just saying. So you got get that all blended in. Now I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Eraser Concealer, and I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes to cover up the dark circles. Then I'm going to use the same sponge to blend it in with. Now I'm going to clean off my lips. I hate it when I have foundation on my lips. It bothers me. So I usually do this twice while I'm doing my makeup. Now I'm going to take my Coty Airspun powder and apply that all over my face. I have a smaller Real Techniques brush that I use to put powder under my eyes. And then I'm going to take a bigger brush and do the rest of my face with it. And I use a lot of powder. You don't have to use as much powder as me, but I have fairly oily skin around my nose and my forehead. So I like to make sure I put on a lot of powder and make it last. You got to be careful because it can look cakey, but if you blend out well, it usually doesn't. So I'm just going to keep blending out the powder onto my face. Make sure I get all the areas that I want to get. I know I put a lot underneath my neck because I hate it when that feels tacky. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. Warm Bronzer, which this is a really nice bronzer. It's got the 3 different colors there, and I'm going to use this Morphe brush and take some of this golden brown color, and I'm going to put it in the crease of my eyes. It has a slight shimmer, this bronzer does, but I do find that it works good for eyeshadow. And later I'm going to use it as bronzer too. It's one of my favorite bronzers. It's a light color, so it's very buildable. But I'm just going to use the goldeny color on my crease. And then there's also like a darker bronzer brown that I dip into that I'm going to apply just directly over it so that it's more of a bronzy tone and not so golden. See, there's the color. And you can tell I've used this bronzer a lot. I use it a lot in the summertime. I've repurchased this bronzer before. It's one of my favorite bronzers, and I would say it's probably like $3. It's very inexpensive. So just blend that out in my crease, and now I'm going to take a brush and clean up anything that might have fallen out. And then I got my usual NYX Cottage Cheese Cream eye pencil, and I'm going to put that down on my lids for a base. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush, which is a really pretty rose gold color, very shimmery. I'm just going to use my fingers to apply it and just put it all over my lid where I put the cream eyeshadow. Which with this eyeshadow you don't really need the cream base, but I just like to use it so everything lasts longer. But it's a really good eyeshadow. If you haven't looked into the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, you should, because they're really nice eyeshadows. They're more like pressed pigments, but they're really pretty, very shimmery. Now I got my e.l.f. complexion brush, and I'm going to start applying that same bronzer. And I put it on my forehead to try to make my forehead look smaller, even though I have a 5 head, and there's not much you can do about it. So, bronze in the sides of my forehead. And then I'm going to go into the hollows of my cheeks. Throw some bronzer there. Yeah, this is, I basically put bronzer where people would put contour, but I never use contour powder. If I put anything there, I'm going to use a bronzer. And I like the shimmery, light colored bronzers. The Physician Formula Butter Bronzer is also a really good bronzer if you're pale skin, but I think they have different shades now too. That one also smells really good, like coconuts. Now I'm putting it on my neck / double chin area, get that all snatched. They say this is supposed to make your double chin look smaller. I don't know about all that, but I just think that it looks more blended in if I have bronzer on my forehead and stuff to put it on my neck too. And then I blend it down so that there's no lines. Now I have my Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Blush. And this is like a peachy, shimmery blush. I love this blush. I've repurchased it before too. And it's a nice blush. Very buildable, so I put a lot on. It's very shimmery. And it has a vanilla smell to it, so you can actually smell it while it's on your face if you put enough on, which I always put a lot on. So I can smell it, and I think it smells good. I don't know why they called it a Sexy Booster Blush. Maybe the vanilla smell is supposed to be sexy. I don't know. But I do think it's a pretty blush. Now I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude highlighter, And this is a very inexpensive, and it's a pretty nice highlighter. It's like a champagne color. In the wintertime, I don't really use it because it's kind of dark for my skin tone in the wintertime because I'm pale as a ghost. But I do like to use it in the summertime. It's a very nice quality highlight, and it's maybe $3 for that highlighter. And I'm just going to throw some above my eyebrow because I want a very shimmery look. Nice shimmery summer look. So I'll get my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take my finger and put the highlighter underneath my eyebrow for a brow bone highlight. Because it was pretty and I was getting wild with it, I guess. Now I got this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Iced Latte, and this is like a very light goldeny color, and it's poppin'. So I'm using it as an inner corner highlight. Very pretty color. You could use it as a highlight too if you were really wanting to be crazy. Now I got my e.l.f. brow pencil in the color taupe, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows with it. And I found one that actually has a spoolie still attached to it in my vanity, so that's the one that I'm using. So I just fill those in, and then I'll go through it with the spoolie. Yep. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes, which it takes 5 hours to do that, so I'm just going to show a little bit of it. And then I have my Lash Paradise L'Oreal mascara, my favorite mascara that I use every day. And I'm going to apply it on the upper and lower lashes. Now this mascara is really good if you have straight eyelashes. It holds a curl really well, like mine. And it doesn't flake onto your face or anything. So now I got my L'Oreal Infallible black eyeliner. And I'm going to put this in my lower and upper waterlines. And you don't need to put eyeliner on with this look, I don't think, but I always look sick if I don't have eyeliner on, so I'm going to put some on. And I like the way it looks when it's on the lower and upper waterlines, even though it looks scary when I'm doing the upper waterline. But it doesn't hurt unless you poke your eye, which can happen. And sucks pretty bad. So now I'm going to make sure I clean everything off my lips. Now I have my Milani lipstick in Naturally Chic, and this is like a brick red color, which is also, it's a dupe for Max Twig, which I didn't realize that until after I bought Max Twig. So, just so you know, it's a total dupe. It looks exactly the same, which I do love this lipstick. It's very easy to wear for a red. I think it's very flattering on a lot of different skin tones. So, roll my eyes some, and that's the look. Taking my hair down so I can look fabulous. Yeah. So this is the look if you want an easy, inexpensive, summer bronzy look. This is it. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi, Lily.
Hi, Mommy. Us to your channel. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mommy. Well, Grandma could see me in the background of the other one.
Yeah, I know.
Are you going to say hey? This is my Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Say wow.